tragic unaliving of R&B singer Angie Stone has led to a significant legal battle as her children seek justice through a lawsuit filed in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Let's talk about it. And by the way, these are my opinions only, and so everything is allegedly. Now, before we get into the details of that terrible night, we should understand who Angie Stone was. She wasn't just any performer. She was a Grammy-nominated artist who helped shape the neo-soul movement of the early 2000s with hits like Wish I Didn't Miss You. The 63-year-old Grammy-nominated artist, known for her contributions to neo-soul and the hit song Wish I Didn't Miss You, lost her life in a devastating two-part accident on an Alabama interstate. Her untimely unaliving has not only impacted the music community, but has also raised serious questions about transportation safety and driver responsibility. Many have speculated nefarious activities may have been involved due to Angie seeking to sue UMG for unpaid royalties. She announced this, it seems like, only months prior to her passing. The music industry is such a dirty game. If we did not know it prior to the Diddy trial, we should have some sense of how artists get treated in this what seems like an industry that mistreat the very talent that make them their riches. Angie was still active prior to passing out of necessity, not because she just wanted to. She should have been able to sit back and relax and enjoy her golden years. Instead, she was out on the road performing for fans and having to file suit against the very company that she made millions for. The legal action has been initiated by Stone's children, Diamond Stone and Michael D'Angelo Archer, along with the injured Sheila Hopkins. The Associated Press reports on this. Their lawsuit targets multiple defendants, including the van driver, the truck driver, the owners of the van, both individual and corporate, the trucking company, and the manufacturer of the 18-wheel truck. This comprehensive approach to the lawsuit suggests a thorough investigation into all parties who might have contributed to the fatal accident. And her children want all parties to pay for what happened to their mother. Now, the details can be a bit graphic, so viewer discretion is advised. There has been much speculation and conspiracy theories about what happened to the beautiful Angie Stone. This lawsuit may help to clear up the details of what happened on that fateful day. Reportedly, the initial incident occurred when Stone was traveling in a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van with her band members and entourage, returning from a Mardi Gras performance in Mobile, Alabama, to her home near Atlanta. According to the lawsuit, the van's driver lost control of the vehicle, and in attempting to correct course, caused the van to flip over on the interstate. Now, this sounds frightening, but this apparently is not what caused her unaliving. Now, this type of vehicle, the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, is commonly used for touring musicians and their crews, designed to provide comfort and space for extended travel. Now, what makes this case particularly heartbreaking is that Stone and her fellow passengers initially survived the first crash. Good Samaritans stopped to help, successfully assisting 5 of the 9 occupants in escaping the overturned vehicle. Stone was in the process of trying to exit the van when tragedy struck a second time. This detail is crucial to the case, as it demonstrates that the initial accident, while serious, was not immediately fatal, and proper emergency response might have prevented the subsequent tragedy. The issue is the vehicle was then impacted by a semi-truck. If not for this unfortunate impact, it is thought that Angie could have survived. Reportedly, she was attempting to exist, and then the impact occurred. And so, the fatal second impact came when an 18-wheeler sugar transport truck, allegedly traveling at nearly 70 miles per hour, crashed into the disabled van. The lawsuit claims this collision ejected Stone from the vehicle and pinned her underneath it, resulting in her unaliving. Just sad to hear. Another passenger, Sheila Hopkins, was also injured in the crash while still inside the van. Reportedly, Sheila is also suing. Also, she in the vehicle, and therefore, she can shed light on what happened. The speed of the truck, approximately 70 miles per hour, has become a critical factor in the lawsuit, as it suggests the driver had limited time to react once the disabled van came into view. Legal team has identified several crucial factors that allegedly contributed to the fatal crash. A key claim centers on the truck's collision avoidance system, which they argue was defective and failed to detect the stationary van on the interstate. Reportedly, modern collision avoidance systems are designed to detect obstacles and alert drivers to potential dangers, making this alleged malfunction a significant safety concern. Additionally, the lawsuit alleges that the truck driver was wearing headphones to listen to music at the time of the accident, demonstrating negligent behavior and inattention to the road. We all may have done this at one time or other. However, when you have headsets on, most likely you cannot hear what is going on around you. Maybe the driver would have heard the crash and been able to react before this tragedy happened. Who knows? I can say from wearing headsets while driving, if someone is blowing their horn at you, it is hard to hear. Oftentimes, just someone blowing a horn has helped me in avoiding an accident. Stone's musical legacy adds a poignant dimension to this tragic case. As a member of the pioneering all-female hip-hop trio The Sequence, she helped pave the way for women in hip-hop during the genre's early years. Her solo career flourished, particularly during the neo-soul movement of the early 2000s, where she established herself as a significant voice in R&B music. Her hit song, Wish I Didn't Miss You, became a defining track of the era, showcasing her powerful vocals and emotional depth. I love that song and have been listening to it ever since I heard of her passing. I have added it to my playlist. That's the thing about when one of your favorite artists passes away, such as a Whitney or an Angie. You find yourself initially going back and listening to your favorite songs by the artist, or at least I do. Anyway, it is said that the lawsuit brings attention to several critical issues in transportation safety, including the reliability of collision avoidance systems in commercial vehicles and the importance of driver attention. Yes, we have got to pay attention on these roads. Not only do we have our own lives in our hand, but the lives of others as well, as evident by this incident that happened with Angie Stone. The allegation that the truck driver never attempted to brake before impact while traveling at such high speed raises serious questions about commercial driver safety protocols and responsibility. This aspect of the case could have far-reaching implications for the trucking industry and its safety regulations. The presence of 9 occupants in the van at the time of the accident also raises questions about vehicle capacity and safety protocols for touring musicians and their crews. The fact that some passengers were able to escape the initial crash while others remained trapped highlights the importance of emergency exits and safety features in passenger vans used for commercial purposes. Many wonder why some were able to get out of the van. However, Angie was not. The lawsuit seeks damages, though the specific amount hasn't been publicly disclosed. The involvement of multiple parties and the complexity of the accident sequence suggest this could become a landmark case in transportation safety litigation. The outcome could potentially influence future safety regulations for commercial vehicles and driver protocols, while also serving as a cautionary tale about the importance of maintaining focus and adherence to safety measures on our highways. Yeah, we've got to pay attention while out there on the road. People get distracted by trying to use cell phones while driving, having headphones on while driving. People often know what they are doing is unsafe. This accident should be a wake-up call to pay attention to the road while driving. When you get behind that wheel, be dedicated to getting both you and your passengers safely to your destination, as well as avoid injuring others. As we see, the outcome can be devastating. This case may also lead to renewed scrutiny of collision avoidance systems in commercial vehicles and their reliability in preventing accidents. This tragic incident serves as a sobering reminder of the potential consequences of distracted driving and the critical importance of maintaining proper safety systems in commercial vehicles. As the legal proceedings unfold, they may well establish new precedents for safety standards and accountability in the commercial transportation industry, while also honoring the memory of the talented artist Angie Stone, whose life was cut short under what may have been preventable circumstances. Although this lawsuit will not bring Angie back, it will give the family some much-needed closure. That's it for this video, busybodies. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.